Hey guys, another Demon Slot Reviews, and this is the Lotus Evora Grid Force Scalextric set review. And we're just going to start by looking at the Lotus cars. So, start off with the black one. So this is the detailed car, the one that's been released on its own as a detailed version. So in this set you get a unique car right there. Also you get the number 48, which is super resistant on its own. So there you've got two cars that are fairly decent straight away. The ability to have the magnet further back, which when it came the magnets were both further forward, so this one's been changed, will also reduce on damage. So that's a very good option to have, and it makes them handle so much better with the magnet further back. So this is also going to be good for the review, because we'll be able to review the difference between the magnets further back, further forward. So yeah, two very nice cars. It's good to have if you want to get the set and you've already got the detailed one. It's good to have a super resistant one, because then you can keep the detailed one for the shelf if you wanted, and then you've got a nice super resistant one to crash about and whatnot. So yeah, the cars are very good for the set, and you wouldn't get them very cheap on their own anyway. So I would say anything in the region of, for both of them together, somewhere in the region of £40 to £60, and the set costs 130. So you have already got a fairly decent amount of cars for the price, and so far the price of the set is looking pretty good. So if we just have a quick look at the major detailing on these cars, so we'll look at the red one. It's a very nice colour scheme. Now these two are teammates in the same British GT series, and we both raced in this colour scheme originally, and then one changed into that one. So when you get these cars, they were teammates and they've both raced in these formats, so against each other. So that's pretty cool, and they've actually done something that is, they've done two cars that belong in the same team, which I quite like sometimes. I think also another good thing is you've got the magnetician. Having that right at the back there is the best thing to have for the younger ones. And again, digital plug and a sidewinder. It's a pretty standard. It's a pretty standard car. Now this isn't a normal. This has been done so very well, and they've done everything correctly on it. I just don't like the rear wing on the car normally, but if we just had a look, and a Corvette wing would be quite good. So I'm not going to review these cars too much, because I will be wanting to get the cars individually and reviewing them. So we're just going to move on to the track now. So here's the track. You can't quite see the last corner, but there is just a crossover right there. So this is a very decent track, especially for the money that you get, and it's sort of mid-sized track. So some of you may have had in other sets, like the Digital Platinum set. That is the largest track you'll get. Then there's the figure of 8 track that you get, and then there's this track, this new design sort of shape, and also just the very standard track with the crossover that's all level. Now having a bridge is a very good thing, but we'll just come to that in a minute. This car you get a chicane bit. You get a bit that cuts in, and I don't think that was the best idea, especially if you're trying to get this for your young children. Not the best piece of track to have, and it is the tightest corner that Scalextric do. So I would suggest replacing it with the standard piece of track like I've done there. So if I just move my legs, yeah, this is a very good track, and I would suggest marking the pieces of track that you use for the bridge, because as you can see, after varying, using it many times, it will start to bend. So that's what I would suggest, just using the track there, and marking it so you know which bits have gone on the track. Otherwise you get this sort of wave effect like that on the track that's all flat. So I'd just like to point out, I haven't actually bought this set. I just have enough bits to make the track layout, and my dad got the car separately, so that's why I'm doing this review. Yeah, so this is the actual track you get. So that's a pretty good size track, 120 centimeters long. I think this is. That's what it says in the catalogue. Product code is C1307 and it's $129.99. So that's a pretty good price. Right, let's test the car. So we have on lane 1 here is the Lotus Evora, the black car, and that is the one with the magnet further back, which is the setup that I would recommend for younger drivers. On the right, lane 2, sorry, on the left lane, you have the number 48 Lotus, which is got the magnet further forward, which it came as standard. So I haven't sanded the tyres, so just to give a fully fair sort of show of what these cars can do. So we'll just sort of have them going around and showing you what they can do. So I'm just going to test the black number 49 car first, and I'll talk about what how it handles and how it feels like. So it's quite responsive, really quick, and it handles all the corners very nicely, especially the tight 180 corner that you can't see. But as you can see, it can go really fast around the corners, and it doesn't struggle going down the bridge. It generally just flies on this track. And this is with the magnet further back, so this is the better setting. And this is, you know, quite quick, and this track is technical and it's quite challenging as well. And it's not, there we go. It's not the easiest track, but it's not difficult either. So this is quite a good track with the bends that you get as well for younger ones. So, and yeah, you don't get any barriers with this set, but that is just something you're going to have to deal with, I suppose. So we'll try the standard setup for the number 48 red Lotus, and this is the magnet in the normal position at the front and without sanded tyres, like the black one without sanded tyres as well. Again, the car barely fishtails, it barely kicks out. The only problem it has is obviously with no barriers, you do fly off like that. But again, there's barely anything to really crash damage on this car apart from the windmill. But these cars are just really responsive, and you can carry a consistent speed, so there's a good potential for racing. So yeah, that is literally, they're both brilliantly handling cars. Obviously they handle better if you have the magnet further behind, right next to the magnet, the motor, but definitely these are two fantastic handling cars, and they're definitely two good cars for younger drivers, which this set you know, is definitely within the market of, because obviously younger drivers will damage cars and more people buy them for the younger people. You don't see very many teenagers sort of my age getting them, unfortunately, but you know, I do think they're definitely worth getting for, say, in the range of maybe 8 to 12 year olds or whatever. So yeah, definitely worth the money, and it's definitely worth it would be worth picking up some barriers for some of the corners, but apart from that, what you get is definitely a good value. So that's my review. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment and subscribe. Check out the Rob Racing review on the detailed 49 Black Lotus, and eventually I will get around to doing that one myself, so please rate, comment and subscribe and keep watching.